Hey, and welcome to the Crew Podcast. We are the hottest podcast rocking right now. We are currently looking for 6 amazing hosts to join our family for season 2 that will kick off February the 1st, 2024. If you're looking for an opportunity to allow your voice, your perspective, and your brand to be heard around the world and seen around the world, then join the Crew Podcast.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is a founding sponsor for Da Crew Podcast. Get featured inside the magazine and allow your voice to be heard around the world.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is an international magazine founded in May of 2020 by Queen Angela. Get featured.
Are you tired of the burden of past financial mistakes weighing you down? Look no further than BHG Credit Solutions, the industry leader in credit repair. We understand the challenges you face: charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcy, and those daunting student loans, but don't let them define your financial future. Here at BHG Credit Solutions, we've got your back. Our team of dedicated professionals specializes in turning credit adversity into opportunity. We'll work tirelessly to dispute inaccuracies, negotiate with creditors, and to develop personalized strategies tailored to your unique situation. Our proven track record speaks for itself. Countless satisfied clients have seen their credit scores soar.
Publishing. We are committed to helping our authors reach their goals and pursue their dreams of becoming published authors. We work closely with each author to ensure a successful publishing experience and dedicated to helping them tell their stories in the most impactful and meaningful ways. So stop procrastinating and let's get started with writing their book.
Hello, and welcome to the bonus episode of the Crew Podcast. Of course, I am the visionary Queen Angela Thomas, and I am coming from behind the scenes tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night to bring you the Free Texas campaign, Voices from Beyond TDCJ. Have some individuals that's going to be stopping by that are incarcerated. They're going to come on, share their stories, and share some things with you guys from their perspective. Have an amazing guest that's going to be stopping by tonight. Even though these individuals are incarcerated, I have always been the type of person that believe that individuals need a second chance and that people should be allowed to share their story because we all have a story. Let it be told. So I am preparing for my guests to call in. Of course, y'all know that this call is going to be limited to 30 minutes. So I am going to allow my guests to do most of the talking. If you guys would, please share this out in your circle of influence. Y'all, I am trying to bring awareness to some of the corruption that is going on in the state of Texas. When you know better, you do better. And when you come into the knowledge of some things, you can no longer sit idle. Like I said this morning on Monday Morning Motivation, when you come into the knowledge of, you have to move on it, y'all. So now that I am privy to some of the things that is going on, it is my duty to report these things and to bring these things to the knowledge of those that support my platforms and those that support my circle. So without you guys helping us share this out and doing the things that you do, I'm telling you, our voices will not be heard. So I definitely want to thank you guys for your constant support. Y'all, we have reached 1,000 followers on our Facebook page. So I want to thank all of those that are supporting the Crew Podcast, sharing, liking. And if you have not went over to our YouTube, go over to YouTube and subscribe so that when we go live, when we have new episodes, you will be informed. Y'all, we are on most major podcasting platforms. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeart. We're on Deja. We're on U42. And if you're not familiar with the U42 channel, I'll definitely want you guys to go over and check it out. It is an amazing platform. The head office is right there in the Atlanta area. I tell you, it is a great opportunity for those that have music, those that do videos. If you like to just do videos with your camera, they have a section that is straight for mobile uploads. So it's a great platform. If you've not utilized that platform, I want you to go over and utilize that platform. But again, I am Queen Angela Thomas Smith. I am the visionary of the Crew Podcast. I am also the CEO and founder of Aspiring Authors Magazine, who is one of the sponsors for the Crew Podcast, as well as AALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign. Well, y'all, I have my guest calling in. So that is my guest calling in, y'all.
To accept this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. I won't complain. I want you to, if you will, if you would please introduce yourself.
My name is Kendrick Lachey, brother. I'm down here in Texas Department of Criminal Justice. You know what I'm saying? My TDC number is 872-583.
So wow. If you would, I would really like for you to let the listeners know who you are. Share what you would like for them to know on tonight. I have dedicated these 3 nights to sharing about those that are incarcerated within the TDCJ. Voices from Behind the Wall is what I titled this. Because I really want to give you an opportunity to speak on your situation and anything that you would have us to know about you.
Okay. Man, it's a lot to wrap up in one little session, but I started off by, at an early age, I was 18, I had to live in second mother, my daughter's mother, and I had a son on the way, so, I had a lot of responsibility on my hands at the time. So, we was running behind on the rent and all that, and, like I said last time, they had did a division, they basically came in, took all our furniture and all that stuff there, and tried to compromise and rectify the situation, but at the same time, it was a lot of stuff that was done that should have been done. So, and then it went down there, but my charge is attempted capital murder, and that's not a good charge down here in Texas because it carries 99 life. You know what I'm saying? And by me being young, that was my first time ever being locked up. You know what I'm saying? In my entire life, so I was I was a typical kid out there, getting, little mischief here and there, but, nothing of this magnitude. But at the same time, things happen, over time, people change. So, but, I was indicted when I first got in the county. I had 2 attempted murder cases, from this charge right here, because 2 people were shot. So when 2 people shot, that charge carries through the 20, it's pretty much like aggravated assault or whatever, what you call it, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, down here in Texas, they so corrupt, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have an attorney for 7 days after I had, asked for an attorney. So I was up against that. Then they came re-indicted me, and I was convicted of the attempted capital murder. So, but in Texas, I'm thinking that, according to today's law, you're supposed to have the indictment dismissed. once you get indicted, dismissed, after you get re-indicted. I kind of find out through public records because my mother, along with some more things that came to light, and it was said that, dismissal was done after I had got convicted, the day after my trial. So I'm like, well, that means I'm 2 indictments still alive, so I got charged with attempted capital murder. So it's a bunch of things that went on that shouldn't have went on, and it's a lot of dealing down here in Texas with the parole system, so they accumulated down here, and they keep giving people set off, you know what I'm saying? Really, you got to make it fan for yourself, rehabilitate yourself, So I had to do a bunch of that down here, learn a few things on my own because of the time. You had the time down here in Texas, you gotta really fan for yourself, educate yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you choose to. Some come down here and get it, some don't. Everybody learn at different levels of life. So, but, again, on top of that, with corruption, it was a time that I had an ex-wife. She had, and her, my friend, they had put together, you know what I'm saying, because they wanted me out of here so bad. I didn't know how much to change. I needed another chance. They spent $10,000 on a guy named Carlos Rick. And he appointed a dude like Frank Sandoval. And as you know, if people was paying attention down here in Texas, College Risky was convicted of a Ponzi scheme, and they put my money and didn't do nothing. So I had went to the state bar and told him about it. So he sent Frank Sandoval down there to talk to me. He told me, hey man, write this down. What we can do about your case, what this and that. We own it and all that. So I was like, cool, okay. After I had got the people on him. So after that, when he left. They had the state board had sent me a letter to let me know that Frank Sandoval said the can't speak to him. He said he adopted all remedies and there's nothing he can do because on your case. I'm like, well, he didn't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? He told me some that. So I went further. I just filed a state board grievance on him, and they got one. They didn't give my money back, but they gave him a verbal reprimand. So I'm like, he was in the wrong. He didn't do nothing about the money game. Then another mishap I had, my family had paid for time. These people got for the prison legal news. It was a group out of Florida, and we gave them $1,500. I tried to get time cut. So they say, hey man, we need you to call your wife to get this information, get that information, these copies, and so they can't come back. No, that's not the copies, right? You know what I'm saying? That's not the right copies. So we go back and we did that several times, and then they went on and say, well, we'll go ahead and do it. Because find out they had something members on that. So it's kind of hard down here trying to fend for yourself and at the same time try to get your story out to the people that's listening. It's so much, you know what I'm saying?
So one of the we have a guest that's watching, and she wants to know, are you in touch with the Innocence Project?
But dealing with the Innocence Project, what they really want, the Innocence Project really wants you to be actually always innocent. You know what I'm saying? With my situation, like I said, like my psychiatrist, they didn't get a chance. My psychiatrist testified. He evaluated me. And he ran the Rocher ink block test, the Spiegel eye roll test, and was a multiple question test. You know what I'm saying? And with that, he evaluated me and diagnosed with dissociative disorder. And because, like I said, I had blacked out. So I really don't know, to be honest, but actually everything, the whole situation went down, you know what I'm saying? So with that, it's like, what was that? She wants to hear?
She wanted to know, are you in touch with the Innocence Project? But you answered that question. So one question I have for you, you mentioned that your charges was dismissed, but it was dismissed after they filed additional charges. Is that what happened?
Well, not what was said was, okay, when I first got locked up, they charged me with 2 attempted murders. Mm-hmm. That carried 2 to 20. While I sat in the county, and within all this happening, I had asked for an attorney. I still had no attorney, so just sitting in the county, no attorney. Then they came back and re-indicted me, you know what I'm saying, days later, but months later, you know what I'm saying. So I still, I was in the county up to 7 days, no lawyer, you know what I'm saying, and they ran me, when they ran me for this, that's what I want to say too. They had amended that re-indictment, they amended it because of his name. And I had asked my attorney when I had him at the time, right before trial. It was a little like 2 weeks before trial. I asked, hey man, is this going to help me or hurt me? He said, oh man, it's going to help you. So after my time down here, lame, like I say, lame to the law, and I've been studying my case over and over, trying to get better and better. I come to find out that when you have a change of name in any type of indictment, whether especially the victim, it's detrimental. You know what I'm saying? And it's important for you to either contest that or go with it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation. So, and I come find out, so I'm like, man, this man has to be against me once I figure everything out, because he told me it's gonna help me, but at the same time, if he would have contested that, it would have helped me out. So he heard me on that. Then he was my peer lawyer, and he was my PDR lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So all the interpretation I got on him, he wasn't founded on himself. So I'm dealing with that.
So he was your defense lawyer, then he was your appeal lawyer too,
and he was my PDR lawyer.
Wow.
So I get around all this here, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get him to 70 days after I was in the county re-indicted. I ain't have no lawyers to contest anything that was going on, you know what I'm saying? So then he kind of objected, but they had shot it down. And dealing with the judicial system and the statute, in order with a statute, you have to prove every element within a statute in order to have that statute charged against you. You know what I'm saying? So in my case, you have it's called attempted capital murder, where it starts with capital murder, and it's out of 1903, 87A. So, with that said, you got to prove evidence, and you got to have a predicate murder. There was no predicate murder mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have what you call a murder to invoke. And when I mean by invoke, you got to have something like sparking, if you want to be in layman terms. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you got to have a predicate murder or activated element. They didn't have that. So you got to have a 1903, and you got the conjunction and. Then you got to continue. So all they really had was the two attempted murders against you. You know what I'm saying? And those are the factors that they add on the Section 7. You understand? So with that said, they don't have everything. And then with that you got to prove it. So in my trial, the prosecutors, they misled the jurors and made them seem like, hey man, you only need this and you only need that. They didn't tell them every instruction they needed to know what this statute consisted of. And I have like right here, what I'm going to read, this comes straight out of transcripts. This is what the prosecutors had told the juries. It said he didn't need anything. I want to repeat that. It said he didn't need anything to happen to accomplish the offense of attempted capital murder other than these two people to die. Well, I would like everybody to know that there was no death within this charge. And then it went on to say the evidence clearly showed he's guilty of attempted capital murder. And because he's guilty of attempted murder of two people, he's guilty of attempted capital murder. And that's all you have to consider at this point. Well, I'm like, how is that? Just the mere shooting of a gun, according to Texas law, you do not have to charging of attempted capital murder just because two people were shot. You know what I'm saying? So they show you right there. They say you're not asking to consider anything at this point. So that's the misleading of the jury right there. So I was up against a lot of stuff, and like I say, people, you don't stop learning until you die. So I'm still learning. I came a long way to breaking my case down and stuff, but at the same time, there's still much more to learn. But
wow. And I'm listening to you, and my heart goes out to you because I am a survivor of domestic violence. And I was shot point blank range with a sawed-off shotgun. They originally charged my husband with attempted murder, but then as they started digging into the case and digging in, he eventually got off with I think it was I don't even remember what it was, but he ended up doing 18 months. It was pretty much the time he served in the county was pretty much what he did, and there was no more. So that is crazy. How long was you sentenced to?
well, what is my sentence? So I got a life sentence. They gave me like I say, originally my original charge, it don't carry 220, and you know that, like I say, they was being vindictive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have a gravamen. The gravamen is what you call what the charge consists of, as far as like how you get to that charge, and the gravamen of attempted capital murder or any type of murder, any type of charge is intentional and knowing. Okay, if I blacked out and I don't remember nothing, and I'm telling my lawyer this, and he getting this psychiatrist want to testify on my behalf. I mean, if I don't remember anything and I don't understand what's going on, the mental part that's going on at that time, if that's so, where's the tension and knowing that?
And can you tell me how old you were again when this happened?
I was 18 years old. See, I was young. I was straight out of high school.
Yeah, you was 18, and
trying to.
that's crazy because with all of the laws that they are passing now and all of the different discoveries and different cases that they have been, going over, they have said, I know in New York, they passed some statutes where if you were convicted of a crime, because there's some individuals that were convicted of murder charges, where they got them when they were 18, they're serving time. They actually got their case backed up. I think this guy said he was given back 44 years and he was able to come home after they changed that law and re-looked at these different cases. But they're saying that until age 21 or 25, you're not able to really conceptualize what is going on because of the frontal lobe. And it's been proven. They have tested and proven that. So for them to for them to change your from 2 to 20 and give you life, that was just crazy, and nobody lost their life.
Well, with that law up in Texas, the difference down here, like I agree with you because the experiment they did with that, the science they did behind it, say the prefrontal cortex of the brain is not developed in the male until you're like 25. So in my mind, you letting people out there at this time, you got all these mass shootings going on that they try to say my cases about, and I'm not no mass shooter, you know what I'm saying? With that, you let them buy them guns at 21, 18, shotguns, you know what I'm saying? But you starting down here in Texas at 17 and under. You have to be 17 and under if that law what they wanted to pass, they still haven't even passed that for them. You know what I'm saying? That's with the juvenile law. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I felt at least 21, you raised to 21 years old, where the average person, a lot of out there, we didn't have a lot of guidance, you know what I'm saying? We had guidance, but, a lot of, was against a lot of stuff, and we took our own route and roads in life. But it's a time in life where people can change, transform, into something better, growing from a boy to a man and have a better character, and they actually start to a better opportunity. So with that said, I don't understand how they can come with these laws in these other states and Texas don't recognize it. It's like they got their own separate entities down here where they do what they want to do, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing in my case, during public records, my mom discovered when I read in reports, you have witnesses that my lawyer never found out about them, the prosecutor never said anything about them, but it was a guy that was in the apartment complex, and he said he seen the suspect get away in a blue van. Like I said, I had a white Oldsmobile. You know what I'm saying? And then you had one of the victims that was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And they brought the what you call the photo lineup, and it's a question mark. My lawyer he did do that in court. He did say that the person wasn't even sure who I was, and they put the question, is that him? And then on top of that, neither victim never said they seen anyone shoot the gun. They didn't see who fired the gun. So I'm like, and another thing, they never made a statement. And like I said before, the only statement they made was to Carl Wilkinson. That was one of the victims' civil lawyers, which sued the apartment complex, and the apartment complex at the end sued me. You know what I'm saying? So it was, like I said, it was a lot of ulterior motives set behind everything. Even though it's an event that I'm not condoning. I'm not saying I'm going for it. It was the right thing and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I was just fending for my own family, you know. And like I say I'm guilty. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let the psychiatrist testify. Say who knows? You know, I don't know. Like I said, I blacked out. So I'm just gonna accept the consequences of how it is. But at the same time, I just want everybody to know this was a blessing and a curse. I look at it like that because I was young, you know, and you know, I could still be out there, like you say, I could be out there and get something like that. I didn't have a lot of people out there that I know, that I love, friends, you know what I'm saying, that suck them to the streets. So, but I came down here and rehabilitate myself, baby, you know what I'm saying, with a little philosophy, psychology, sociology, history, you know, real estate, financial, you know, getting a little financial leadership, you know what I'm saying, maybe help myself. So once I get out here, I can be a better person in society and be out and come back and correct anything that I have did over my good life, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, you was a victim of domestic violence, and I want to do something too, according to that, you know, with a non-profit called Last Breed, living a social triumph, thanks to reaching action, evolution, and dream, and it's gonna get to the core of what the youth can come up and realize, you know, different things, and they can get taught on different levels, and you know, with the male and the female, they can learn that, you know what I'm saying, it's about love. It's not about anything about violence or anything like that. And it's unfortunate that you had to go through that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, everything comes together.
Right. So I would like for you to tell if there's any way that people can assist you, what can they do to help you in your situation?
Well, I just like somebody to sit down and, like I say, like my case is real broad. I got so I can't. It's hard. I can have stuff everywhere. I just want them to sit down and be able to look at the paperwork that I did. Because like I said, I drove up my own case with the law supporting it and everything. And I just want them to be able to look at it and just see that I deserve another chance, and they can see that the corruption of the system, you know, maybe something to the, you know, the incarceration that I'm up against with the life sentence I have, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and you know, with the in my mind, I have to do 30 years before I come up. I'm 26 years in. I got 4 years to come up. But it's not even guaranteed that I get out then. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. It's like you just come up. Northern. She's an extra there. When you come up, it's not guaranteed to get paroled in. So they getting us on a double standard.
Wow. And that's one of the things that I have been really stressing, outside of the corruption that is going on in the state of Texas. I have really been pushing the fact that they need to review that parole process, because I feel like it's unfair. I feel like TDCJ is not set up. They don't believe in rehabilitation, and they make it hard for individuals that want to a second chance. And I really think that the citizens of Texas need to stand up, and they need to speak up. For I know people make mistakes, and there's a lot of people that you know should be behind prison walls that's not. And some of these people should be standing up and speaking up and against all of this injustice and all of this unfairness, because there's a lot of things. I constantly Google corruption in the state of Texas, and every time I Google, I come up with something new, something that I didn't see before. You know, everybody knows that I'm not from Texas, but this is something that was brought to my attention, and it was brought to my attention, and I just felt I felt obligated to have to do something about this, because it's just unfair. It's unfair that you have lawyers who were prosecutors, and it seemed like they're working for the other side. And then they go on to become assistant DAs and district attorneys, and then they get on the Court of Appeal, and it's just like they're blocking y'all out of the system. It's like y'all don't have a fair chance at all. And I just don't understand. I am constantly emailing and posting to these Congress people and these representatives. You have these positions. Utilize these positions for the people that you say that you are serving. You say that you are serving the people. You are the people's. You are elected by the people. Do your job. They keep turning down. They keep offsetting stuff and turning down this. They had some legislation for the juveniles, and because of wording, because of the way something was worded, they turned it down. I just don't understand the state of Texas. But if you Google corruption, the governor comes up, and that's a problem. If your governor comes up, then it's starting at the head. That means he is control of all this corruption. And then all they doing is covering up. They covering up what the last district attorney did, what the district attorney before that did, and the district attorney before that. And when I say I am calling for the DOJ, the Department of Justice, to come in and investigate, because they need somebody outside, someone that does not have a vested interest, to come into the state of Texas and go through the state of Texas upside down. I mean, they need to cross every T and dot every I until they figure out where all this corruption is and get rid of these people. These people need to be held accountable for the lives that they have impacted and the lives that they have changed, because these people's lives have been changed. You can't take back 20, 30, 40 years that you've taken from people for being wrongfully and overly incarcerated. It is sad. And it is affecting our brown people. These are the majority of the people. I look at all of the statistics. I look at a lot of the things that is happening in the state of Texas, and it's affecting our brown people. The Mexicans and the brown people are who it's affecting. And it's sad. But before we close, before time run out, I definitely want you to share some of the things that you are doing, because you are not allowing what the position that you're in to stop you. You are still trying to make a difference. You are still trying to be that change that you want to see in this world. And I want people to know what you're doing and what you hope to do in the near future. So share that if you would.
Well, like I say, I'm a author. I wrote several books up and down here. I have two that's copyrighted at the time, Born from the Streets, and I have Flowers of Eden. I also have what you call like an espionage type. So I'm kind of diverse on the writing. I don't subject myself just to urban. I didn't venture down into like the mainstream. I got several things around flavor, blood. I got several screenplays that I'm working on. I'm studying that more if I can get it right first time. And like I said, I want to do this nonprofit. I have a clothing line I did, or I have drawn up. I have several. I got several things I got up for playing. But the main thing is try to get out there and have impact on society, where the kids that's coming up, the way I came up, and the conditions and environment that I live in, and the people live in out there. That's that we in impoverished, or it's not at the best standards that everybody else, can go through our circumstances, that they can have a better chance to have somebody to be out there and show them a better way. So, there's a lot of things I want to do with that, and things like that. So, yeah, I have several things working on there. Pretty soon I have two of my novels coming out. Hopefully, if everything goes well, I have them coming out, and they maybe check them out.
Well, again, I appreciate you for sharing your story, and we're definitely going to keep you lifted in our prayers. And I'm going to keep sharing this story until somebody decide that they're going to do right. I truly believe. I believe in rehabilitation, and I believe in second chances. And I'm not going to stop until something is done about that parole board and how they're setting off and how they're doing things. But there's definitely a urgent need for the Department of Justice to come in and to start with the head and go all the way down to the least of them, to figure out exactly how corrupt the state of Texas is and what we can do to get Texas back on track. Because I realize that people do stuff. And we not saying that we don't want people to, pay for the crimes that they do, but some of the things and how they get these convictions, it is not acceptable. You don't ruin people's lives just to make yourself look good, and to move up in the corporate ladder, to move up in the politics or whatever they want to call it. It's all about $1 to them, but you can't ruin people's lives about $1. And that's what I'm trying to get them to understand. So I thank you for your willingness to share. I thank you for your transparency. I thank you for being the change that you want to see in this world, and for being a voice. So thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we end this call on tonight?
I just want to just let everybody know that it's fine in your heart. Just know that everybody's out here. It's not the people you think is right. Just through circumstantial evidence and stuff like that, and the circumstances went through. So I think everybody deserves a second chance to come out, and be a better person they were before. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. Just put out there.
Well, again, I thank you. And anytime you feel the urge to come on and share, you know how to get in contact with me, and I'm always here. Know that I'm gonna be I'm rooting for you. I'm pulling for you, and I'm gonna do what I can do to keep your story out here so that people can get a whiff of it. You stay encouraged.
I thank you for the opportunity.
No problem. You stay encouraged.
Thank you for the opportunity. Right. Okay.
Talk to you soon.
See y'all later. All right.
The caller has hung up.
Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If there's anything that you have heard, if you are in the state of Texas, if you have any legal know-hows, you are connected to any organizations that can help, there's many more just like LaKendrick. There's over 35 individuals that I am working with right now in TDCJ that have similar stories where they have been wrongfully incarcerated or overly incarcerated, where they have changed their indictment, they've changed their whatever it is. But you can see the holes. You can see how they flip flop the laws to do whatever they want to do. It is not fair, and it needs to be something done about it. So again, if you're out there, you're connected to any organizations, anything that can help these individuals. I tell you, I have 35 of them over here on the list that I've been helping, that I'm in contact with, that I write, and that I'm trying to share their stories. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. If you would, please share this in your circle of influence. Going to be putting up some reels, going to be putting up some information about this. But y'all, this is an ongoing problem. You will hear me talking about it again on tomorrow. We're going to have some more individuals stop by on tomorrow, and then we'll have some more stop by on Wednesday. If you missed my show this morning, I talked about some things that need to be done in the state of Texas. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I am the queen of collaboration, Angela Thomas Smith. I'm the visionary here at the Crew Podcast, the founder of AALAC and Aspiring Authors Magazine. We are the change that we desire to see in this world. We are the voice for those that think that they may not have a voice. So if you're out there, if you have a story, if you have something that you would like to share, if you have a message that you would like to share with the world, we are currently looking for 6 new hosts to join us in season 2 that will kick off in February. If you're interested in being a part of the Crew Podcast, reach out to me, Apostle Tamala, or one of these amazing hosts, and they can get you in contact with me so that we can go ahead and get you on the roster. There is a fee, a $199 fee that can be broken up into payments, but it will cover you for the entire 2024. There will be training the entire month of January, and I will do one-on-ones when necessary. So please, if you're out there and you want to be a voice, allow your voice to speak on the Crew Podcast. Join our family of hosts. Again, I am the queen, the visionary of the Crew Podcast, and it has indeed been an honor and a privilege to be before you guys. Y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all back here tomorrow night, same time, same place.